Year 2075 technology breakthrough. Roberts Space Industries introduces quantum core engine technology. This new engine allows humanity to travel to the corners of our solar system with relative ease. The morning of May 3rd, 2075 started out like any other. Rebecca, childress, sat at the dining table coloring while her mom watched the morning news. It was these moments Rebecca recounted many years later that she loved the most. This day, however, would stick out in her mind as well as the mind of every human on the planet. Excerpt from Rebecca Childs' diary. Mommy made omelets sick again today. I was coloring when I saw Daddy on the holo. I screamed for Mom. Danny started screaming and running around the table. Ugh, so annoying. He was standing next to the president. They were talking about space and stuff, which was cool, but he looked so important standing there. We hadn't seen him for so long. He had a beard now. Mommy doesn't like it, but I think it looks funny. Whenever Daddy was about to leave, I asked him why he had to work all the time, and he always told me the same thing. He was trying to give me the stars. Dr. Scott Childress and his team had completed the first sustaining quantum drive engine capable of achieving 1/100th the speed of light. For the first time, humanity could explore the solar system with unprecedented speed. Year 2113. Terraforming planet. Terraforming technology, patented by RSI, it processes the atmosphere of a planet to convert it to a sustained oxygen environment, making it habitable for humans. When do we go too far? Editorial from United Times Archive, published April 21st, 2113. Start file. When do we go too far? By Hannigan Terrell. Unless you've been hiding under a rock the past week, you've no doubt heard of RSI's latest achievement, so let me recap with the rock dwellers. They claim to have designed a machine that can process the atmosphere of a planet to convert it to a sustained oxygen environment, making it habitable for humans. In short, they're talking about terraforming. Yeah, that's right, the stuff of science fiction. I know everyone's excited about the opportunities this presents, but no one seems to be taking a breath and thinking what this really means. So once again, it is up to me to be the voice of reason in this techno hysteria. That's right, dear readers. I'm going to ask the question that no one is asking. Are you ready? If we are terraforming a planet, why should we? I'll give you a second. Think about that. I'll say it again. Just because we can do something, do we have to? I know the pundits over at SSN TV like to poke fun at me, but make me out to be a technophobe, but I'll tell you this. I didn't have a problem with the cloning initiatives. I didn't even have a problem with the gene coding to minimize inherited disease and disorders and diseases. Those things were achievements to help make lives better. What is this for? What is it in aid of? At what point are we going too far? Seriously, we're talking about restructuring the very air of a planet. The planets we're talking about were formed like that for a reason. Who are we to assume that the universe wants us to mold planets to benefit us? We aren't gods, and playing around with the fundamental fabric of a planet is arrogant and dangerous. I know this is probably going to fall on deaf ears. The world is too high, basking in our own magnificence. But I promise you, nothing good will come of this. End file. Year 2120. terraform Mars. After years of simulations and tests, the governments of the world pooled their knowledge and resources to attempt the first planetary conversion. First attempt to terraform Mars begins. Give these people air. After years of simulations and tests, the governments of the world pooled their knowledge and resources to attempt the first planetary conversion. The test subject, Mars. Teams of surveys were dispatched to the planet's surface to generate topographical maps to decide antimony processor placement and test surface samples for possible containments to the new oxygen environment. It was our first top-to-bottom exploration of our nearest planet, and the governments of the world weren't going to leave anything to chance.